Today, you can join me for something a little bit different. I'm taking another look at Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This book has been updated for highly effective kids, highly effective students, highly effective families. If you fit into any of those categories, it's a highly valuable book. You can get these on Amazon, the paperback version, for about $10. This book is still used as a textbook in leadership seminars, business trainings, and even spiritual guidance. This book is really great. To incorporate it into your life will give you many benefits over the years. I bring it up because last week a friend of mine brought up one of the habits, and we had a short discussion which led to me bragging about how I have a signed copy. Very cool. Signed copy, not just the signature, signed by Stephen Covey himself. Then we started deepening that conversation about the book and the habits and the significance of them, and I struggled to complete the list. Actually, I didn't struggle. I got 4 of the 7 habits, and I had to come home and refresh my knowledge. If it's been so long since you have read the book that you cannot state off all 7 habits, then this will be a perfect video for you as a refresher. If you don't know about this book, then you should go buy it and give it a read. First habit is to be proactive. The idea of proactivity is you can be reactive or you can be proactive. When you're proactive, you take a stance in your life that you are responsible for everything that happens. If you want a raise at work, probably not going to get a raise if you just sit around and wait. You're going to be more likely to get your raise if you come up with a plan on how to do that. You sit down and think about the value and benefits that you're providing to your company. You pick a time where you can meet with your supervisor, your boss, and say, hey, look, this will be beneficial for you because I have taken on extra responsibility over the years, and I have notched up the amount of tasks and responsibilities that I handle. I am not compensating justly for the amount of contributions that I make. I have a proven track record, and there are a lot of other companies who would value my contribution. When you approach it in a proactive way, you are much more likely to achieve your goals. The second habit in this is to start with the end in mind. You have a goal, a direction, what you're trying to accomplish. One of my new mentors, Jefferson Fisher, talks about how you can approach a person you're having difficulty with a request to talk, and you say, hey, would it be all right if we had a conversation about this? I only want to take a couple minutes. And the desired outcome is that we both have a greater understanding of where we're coming from and however else you're trying to set up the conversation. You start with the end in mind. I write scripts for like video presentations, for speeches. 3-4 years back, I learned that I had no idea how to write a script. I would sit down, have a vague idea of a vast quantity of information, and I would start writing it down. I was disorganized. I would literally spend multiple days writing to end up with a 5 to 10 minute speech. Now I spend maybe 15-20 minutes coming up with a specific, what I call blueprint sentence. Then what follows that blueprint sentence is an outline, and every point in that outline has to be justified by a preceding point and the blueprint sentence itself. The whole process, instead of taking me multiple days, takes me multiple hours. In addition to cutting the time down by a factor of 10 to 12, it's also much more coherent, much more logical. When you start with having the goal in mind, your whole process will be easier. You will develop a better product in the end. The third habit is doing first things first. When you are a busy person and have many things to accomplish, starting with the most important, the first thing, will reap you lots of benefits. You knock off the highest priority, and then you can continue on. By the end of the day, by the end of the week, the most important things will have been accomplished. Do first things first. The first three habits are considered private, personal habits. They're what you do with yourself in your own life. Habits 4 through 6 focus on social interactions. Habit number 4 is thinking win-win. Voss, one of the more popular authors on negotiations, talks about how real negotiation isn't compromise, it's mutual gain. When you're thinking win-win, old school phraseology, it's the same thing. So whether you're talking the new business approach to negotiation or the old school approach, the message is the same. Think win-win, then think mutual cooperation, mutual value and benefit. Your negotiations will be better. The fifth of the 7 habits, to seek first to understand. Again, that's something that's echoed from Chris Voss, also Jefferson Fisher. When you do this, you're most likely to diminish confrontation. If you're committed to presenting your point of view, typically the other side is not very ambitious or interested in listening. They may wait their turn. Oftentimes, they're waiting their turn just to be polite so they can explain their side. And when both people are committed to expressing their side, it's very challenging to get anywhere productive. If you are smart enough, mature enough to wait and listen and hear out the other side, they will be much more receptive to listening to your side. Again, you want to start by understanding your other side. Everything will go smoother after that. Habit number 6 is synergy. Synergy is the principle that when you combine the strengths of multiple people, your output is greater than what you could achieve individually. Since we've wrapped up all the personal habits and all the social habits, we'll move on to the final habit, sharpen the saw. The idea here is that you are taking care of yourself. Can be expanded a little bit to make sure that you're resting well, that you're taking time to reflect on your priorities, your goals, your direction, listening to podcasts, reading great books, taking trainings and seminars that will make you more productive and knowledgeable in your field are all covered in the 7th habit, which is take time to sharpen the saw. If this has been new to you, then I hope that you're able to find value, incorporate these 7 habits into your life. They have been a positive impact on my life and on the lives of many over the years. Which of these habits have been most beneficial in your life? Jot a note in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up because this is great information. Share it with someone who you know it would make a positive impact in their life. Until tomorrow, let us give thanks for our daily bread.